Hey guys, Dan here. I have to admit, I think this is going to be my last week in review. I do appreciate and thank you guys for all your comments on my last video, but I think I'm going to change things up the way I do things. I've already started, since I've been doing this, every week, I've been eliminating books that I just thought weren't that great, because I know you guys don't want to sit through a really long video. I look at my analytics and I see my average view time is really short, so I think by shortening up my videos, I can save a little bit of view time. So I've cut out a lot of the books I've read. I don't share with you guys every single book I've read for the week. I read a lot more books than what I share with you guys in these videos. But I've knocked it down. There were 3 or 4 books that I didn't include in this. The only way I'm going to include a book from now on is if it's something that I feel is significant for some reason, then I'll include it. But the first book I read for the week is Batman and Robin, Robin Rises. Only thing I can say about this without spoiling it is Damian Wayne. I highly enjoyed this, and I rated it 4 out of 5 stars. Basically, Batman goes to Apocalypse, and he's basically going there to save Damian Wayne. And that's all I'll say. I'm not going to say anything more about it. If you read Volume 6 before this, you kind of have an idea what's going on. But for those who don't, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it. After that, I read Daredevil Redemption. You don't even have to be a Daredevil fan to appreciate this. If you like crime and if you like law, I think you'll enjoy this. And it didn't have Daredevil in it that many pages. It was maybe a few pages. But this was so good. Highly, highly enjoyable. It's this little boy gets murdered, and these people get accused wrongly, and Daredevil's there because he feels bad, he doesn't want to see somebody innocent go to jail. So, thinking that somebody's a Satanist and all that other stuff. So it's kind of about ignorant people and how people can, misconstrue things. Really good. I don't remember if I rated this 5 out of 5 stars or if it was only 4, but it was really, really good and really worth checking out. This is a Marvel Knights, which means it's one of the mature titles. After that, I read Gotham Academy Volume 2, and this is one of the ones that I wouldn't have showed you guys this because I didn't think it was that great. Basically, this one is I think DC is trying to cater to kids, because this really seemed like a Scooby-Doo kind of mystery with a bunch of DC people thrown into it. It had Clayface in it at one point, and it had Robin in it at one point. So it was such a struggle for me to read because I'm not the target audience. So I just thought this was okay, and to be fair and honest, I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think I'm really going to continue on with Gotham Academy. It's just not for me, and the only reason I'm sharing it with you guys is because it seems to be so trendy on BookTube. And after that, I read Loki, Agent of Asgard, and I have to admit, I've never read a Loki-centric book. I read one other book that had Loki in the title, but it was really a Thor book. And this is Loki Volume 3, so I have to go and see if I can track down Volumes 1 and 2. Because it started out really so good. I guess at one point Loki had died and he's reborn, and that's why there's all these different incarnations of Loki. Well, basically, there's Ragnarok, because basically this book leads into the Secret Wars, and this was kind of their explanation for why things are changing and all that, and it was a good explanation. It did get kind of tiresome towards the middle and near the end. I was just like, could this story just end already? It just got really annoying, but I did rate this 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I did enjoy it for being my first Loki-centered book. So it is worth checking out for those. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end this week in review, and I'm going to end it with DC Comics Bombshells Volume 1 Enlisted. I kind of had high hopes for this because it's a whole redesign of characters, villains and heroes alike, and it kind of takes place in the 1940s during World War II. And I do like the interpretation of the characters, like they're trying to make them look like, you know, 1940s pinup stars, but I really, one of my favorite characters is Batwoman, and I really do not like what they did with Batwoman. They made her into a baseball player who beats guys up with baseball bats. I really thought that was a shitty design for her. All the other ones were fabulous. They were great. But I just wasn't impressed with the story. I just found it very lacking. It was really just okay. So I only rated this 3 out of 5 stars, and like I said, I'm only sharing this with you guys because I do think it's an important book. One that if you're curious to check out, go ahead and read it. So that's the books. I think I only did like 5, maybe 6, the most books this week. Who's to say, maybe some weeks I might not even have any books to share with you guys. But I'm going to try to, you know, narrow it down to like specific books and only film those. And I may not be doing the week in review type thing. It might just be, you know, whatever. But if you've read any of these, questions, comments, etc. And thanks for watching, guys.